Hey guys, God bless you. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Heroes from Heaven by my brother Steve Ford. This song I actually played on the recording you guys hear. I'm actually the one playing it. So I will show you guys exactly. First off, I'm going to show you guys the chords, just the simple basic chords. And then I'm going to show you guys the tips of an easier way to play it, a better way to play it, like a more advanced way to play it. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. First off, piano is totally different than guitar. If you are a guitar player, it'll probably take you a little while to get used to keyboard, but you have your right hand and your left hand. Your left hand is what plays the bass notes on the keyboard, while your right hand is what plays the melody and the chords. So let's dive right into it. The first chord we're going to have to learn is the C chord, which is by far the easiest chord to play on the keyboard. Now, first of all, while we're in the key of C, all the white notes will be played. None of the black notes. When you're in the key of C, none of the black notes will be played unless you're doing some kind of minor in it. But today we're not. So today, none of the black keys are needed. Now, an easier way to understand the piano, understand the keyboard, is that the C chord is made of C, E, G. So the C chord consists of those three chords, of those three notes. The C, E, G. Now, an easier way I can help you guys to understand is, you see all these black notes? It's three here. On the bottom of this would be an F chord. But go to where the two are. Always look where the two are. Right on the bottom of the first one is the C note. Count to two. C, two higher, two higher. That's a 5 right there. Now that is considered a C chord. So this is what we're going to be doing in our right hand, is playing the C chord. And with our left hand, we're going to be doing the bass note. What is the bass note? Just a simple C. So that's the first chord, right? God, can you hear us from heaven? That's simple, right? But I forgot we're doing the intro first. Let's do the intro first. So, still a C chord. It goes, if there ever was a time. The next chord is going to be a E minor chord, which is also an easy chord to play on the keyboard. And let's see how to do that. First off, the bass note is going to be E. E is 2 up from the C note. So, there ever was a time that I needed you the most. And then how do we play the chord in our right hand? Very simple. It is E, again, 2 up to G, and then 2 up from there to B. So to play an E minor chord is E, G, and B. So let's do that again. Let's go back from the start. C chord, if there ever was a time. E chord, that I needed you the most. That's simple. Now, let's get to the next chord, which is the A minor chord, which again, in the right hand is very simple. Sorry, in the left hand is very simple. Just like that. It is, matter of fact, it is 1, 2, 3, right? This is E. So it's 1, 2, 3 up from E, and it's 2 down from C. So right here, look at the three black notes right on the bottom of the middle one to the right. That's an A note. Go down 2 more. That's going to be our next chord. That's the F. So how do we play A minor in our right hand? A minor note, C note, E note. So basically, it's like we're playing C, but instead of playing the G, we're playing the A. So that's simple right here, right? So let's do it again from the start. If there ever was a time, this is a C chord, right? Jump to the E chord, that I needed you the most. A minor, it's right now, right? Okay. Now the next chord we're going to be doing is the F chord, which is right here. That's it in the left hand, and let's figure it out in the right hand. It is F, which is right on the bottom of the 3 notes again. So F, A minor, C. F note, A note, C note. And it makes it sound like this. Right? It's that simple. While the bass is playing this. So it's basically like you're playing A, but instead of playing the E, you're playing an F in the first finger. So, let's go back from the start. If there ever was a time, this is the C, that I needed you the most, that's E. It's right now, A minor. Right, you can stay here. It's today. Again. 'Cause I'm running low on faith, and I cannot see the way. I need you to make a way. God, can you hear us? So, God, can you hear us from heaven starts in C again. But instead of going to the E minor chord, you're going to go to F, which is the last chord we did in the last progression. So to break it down again, C, C, E, and G, right? So, God, can you hear us from heaven? And then we're going to go to the next chord, which is the F chord. So we're going to go F, A minor, and C. I keep calling this A minor, just an A note. So F, A, and C. The next chord from there on will be A minor. So A, C, E, and then back to F. F, A minor, C. So let's go through that again. Ready? God, can... I don't know, I'm going off key. God, can you hear us from heaven and change our situation? We need you to make a way. God, can you hear us from heaven and change our situation? We need you to make a way. Right? Okay. So now a little more advanced style to play it is to always import the G chord in the middle of switching to those last chords. What is the G chord? It is G in the bass hand, and then it's G, B, and D. Again, G, B, and E. Makes this sound. So, okay, where do we import that? Let's go back. If there ever was a time that I needed you the most. Ready? It's right now. It's A minor, G. It's today, F, right? And then when we go back to the chorus, let's go, God, can you hear us from heaven and change our situation? Ready? We need you, got A, G, to make a way. It makes it sound more full, so let's sing it again. God, can you hear us from heaven and change our situation? We need you to make a way. You understand? It's easier, filled out. Now, I'm going to show you guys a quick tip on how to make this sound a lot better instead of just the normal, boring, average chords, right? So, how we do that? First of all, this trick is going to help you play any chord a lot easier and it sounds a lot better. Do your bass notes as usual, but do it in an octave. Instead of just hitting one C, hit two C's, right? So you're octaving the bass so it sounds a little better. And then, instead of playing C as in C, E, and G and like this, invert the chord. How do we invert it? Instead of playing the G here, we're going to play it here. So we're playing G, G, C, and E, right? So now let's hear it. If there ever was a time. Now you have a little free space to mess around. What I usually like to do too is octave the G's. So now G, C, diminish the chord, add a D, and then G again. So what we're doing is, you understand? Sounds much better. So now let's play. And by the way, you can do this progression in this hand through the whole song. I'll show you right now. Ready? If there ever was a time that I needed you the most, it's right now. It's today. 'Cause I'm running low on faith, and I cannot see the way. I need you to make a way. God, can you hear us from heaven and change our situation? We need you to make a way. God, can you hear us from heaven and change our situation? We need you to make a way. You understand? So, a lot more freedom. Play the chord like this, diminish it and invert it, an octave the inversion, and there you have a much better chord that you can do through the whole scale of C. And just have a little freedom. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned how to play this song. God bless.